Stadium in Eugene. Just about to turn the corner into the back half of the season here on EA Sports College Football. It is Week 7. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, this kind of matchup is always a challenge. Coach told me bringing a team in here on the road can be hard. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Ducks headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The run inside. It's Nelson. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, when they were scripting this opening drive this week in practice, I don't know if they expected it to be this good. First play, first down. Second play, first down. Third play, first down. Everything is working. I'll tell you, when you got a quarterback, though, with this kind of ability, you got the playmakers around him like they do on offense, maybe it's not so surprising.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Bringing the heat. Buying some time. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stacks. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
And the Huskers line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Pocket breaking down. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got...
Running inside. It's Davison. There he goes. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. A strike downfield. Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line. It's a huge play as this offense rolling.
And this defense defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
But one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr. who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are committee, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having more come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon. A lot of ground and pound and a lot of physicality.
Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. Crosses the 10. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll run it. It's Davison. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Making side adjustments here. 4th down, Moore. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Fitted in the window for the score. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Nelson. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Here comes the 2-point try. Dante Moore dances away to buy time. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up 1 quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd.
Number 39, set to kick this one.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First play of the period, first down here. The give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Picks up the first down. Finding some room. Busts through behind his pad. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Run inside. It's Nelson. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
At the 9-yard line. First and goal, Nebraska.
The Huskers trying to cash it in on first and goal. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And I know it's easy up here in the booth, right, guys? Like, make that catch, right? Get on the scoreboard. Haven't scored yet with this offense. You want him to make that play, but a nice job by the defense, man. Getting there on time, not letting him wrap that football up. That's a great job breaking on the football with good timing.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they're having none of it.
It's third and goal and third and long. Right back to it. Snowed under by the defense. Following that last play, there is an injured Cornhusker who is still on the field. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Fourth down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Snapped it in the shotgun. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on fourth down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to... Here's a little room there. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
More. intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much on that return, but I think they'll offense. Motion from the back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Finds a little space. Makes it past the marker. He's loose on the right. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. He now has 110 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Running inside, it's Davison. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
In the gun on third down, Moore. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Here's Moore to throw. Moving out to the right. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Nelson.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game.
Dropping back, it's Calandria. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Takes a handoff. It's Nelson. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Cornhuskers line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Punt is in the air. Just needs a crack to get a return. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Plenty of time left in the half. here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The run inside. It's Davison. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Makes the catch. It's Davison. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They're going to run it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Throwing more. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. He's going to let it go. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Well, the quarterback trying to get aggressive there on 3rd down. He saw something he liked in a matchup he wanted to take advantage of, but the defense, they simply weren't fooled, and they're able to come away with it.
Power football with the run. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Right back to the well. Fights off a defender. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be 3rd down. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the Missouri Tigers. And it's Ole Miss in front on the scoreboard and atop their conference standings. And it's hardly too early to dream big. This team is closing in on an 8-0 start. Could be a special season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and so
turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Caught, and he's got room. The 20, the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle, prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Bounced off his feet.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying play action. Looking for his man. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Running inside. It's Davison. Trying to take it back. Got enough space. Touchdown, Ducks. And the stomping has commenced.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Makes the catch. It's Nelson.
And that's the beauty of playing zone coverage, man. Everybody has vision on the quarterback. So when he drops to throw and that ball comes out, you should break as soon as his hand separates from the football. He does, sees the running back in the flat, runs up, and makes sure he gets no yards after that catch.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Nelson. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. And the Huskers are flying down the field. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Moves away as he feels pressure. Throws into the middle of the field. Goes high to pull it in. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little...
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Looking to fire. Throwing right. Complete on the comeback. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
First and goal, Nebraska.
They just keep firing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Touchdown, Huskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dante Moore. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Got 3 on first down. It's second and 7. Caught behind the line. It's Stewart. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The run inside. It's Davison.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
They'll keep it on the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Hill. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them. Successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Ducks! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Moore. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Coming out with it, it's Hunter. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Going to take a shot. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They'll move the wide receiver. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. They'll give it to him again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Now facing a third and long. Moore from the gun on third down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured Duck. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Using his legs, it's Hill. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Ducks have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. More to throw for it on fourth down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. Inside the 40. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Scooped and scored. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal. Not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
Number take this one away. Returner runs down.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Hill. At the 35, he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Extra DBs on the field to defend the pass. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with